I have a small little brand new perfume haul for you. For me, it seems like I haven't done a video like that in a while. In my world, perfumes are released in January, like every single day, multiple perfumes. And then all of a sudden it stopped. And now not that many are coming out. That's what it seems like to me, but I have three new ones, so let's get into them. The first one is the one I bought myself after I had a sample. I ordered a couple of Middle Eastern perfumes, and this was the standout for me. So this is Teriaq by Lattafa, and this is the perfume where Lattafa released the perfumer for it, which is Canton Biche, and I got the perfume. So first of all, I ordered it another time and my order got cancelled. Yeah. And now I discovered a new shop that also has samples. The samples are quite amateur like because they're handwritten and not filled like properly and whatever, but they also had full bottle perfumes and they had quite a few of them in stock, and they had Teriaq in stock. So I got it, and you can see the packaging is incredible actually. This perfume was not expensive at all. I thought that because they are promoting it as being made by a top perfumer of our time, this was going to be like super expensive, but was actually almost the same price as a lot of other very popular Middle Eastern perfumes. So this is what the bottle looks like. I don't mind it. It's not my type of style, but it's not cheaply made at all. Like, this is a very intricate bottle. It's not like a round shape. There are like dips in this bottle, and you have a very heavy cap, and it's like a proper cap, like, yeah, proper cap with this snake on, and then the sprayer is good too, and the bottle itself is heavy. So the presentation to me is, if you like the design, it's a 10 out of 10 just because of the quality. And then for the fragrance, of course, I know the fragrance because I had quite a big sample of it. But this has main accords of sweet, gourmand, and spicy, with notes of, in the top, caramel, apricot, bitter almond, pink pepper. In the heart, it has honey, rose, white blossoms, and rhubarb. And in the base, it has labdanum, leather, musk, vanilla, and vetiver. And some people say that it smells like La Belle by Jean-Paul Gaultier, or the new Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar by Kayali, which I haven't smelled, or Good Girl Blush, which is one of my favorites, by Carolina Herrera, or La Capitale by Sergio. I don't really think it smells like La Capitale. I do feel like it is in the same family as Good Girl Blush and also La Belle. More like a mixture of La Belle and Good Girl Blush, because you have this juicy fruitiness, and I don't really feel like it's rhubarb that I smell. Maybe more like the apricot, because it's like very juicy and thick. It's a thick perfume, which is why I feel like it is quite similar to La Belle, because that one is a very thick perfume to me, but then it gets thinned out by this floral creaminess that reminds me of Good Girl Blush, which is my ultimate favorite scent. And I feel like La Belle was created by him as well, maybe even Good Girl Blush, but I'm not too sure about it. Let's see. Yes, so he created a lot of perfumes that are in a similar vein, just like Good Girl Blush, La Belle, also a little bit Hibiscus Mahajat by Maison Crivelli. It's a very, very sweet perfume, first of all. You have to like sweet perfumes. And then you get this caramel note, and caramel to me sometimes is a little bit too sharp. For example, the Juicy Couture, there's like this gold perfume, and even the Sucré perfume that they released a while ago also has this quite sharp caramel note, which I do not like. And I have to tell you, I sprayed this perfume maybe like 15 minutes ago, and it has this sharp caramel to it, which I did not get in the sample that I have. So my hope is that it will develop to something a little bit more smooth and subdued, because right now it's quite loud, and as I said, it has a very strong caramel note, so you have to like very sweet caramelly perfumes. And then it also has this bitter almond, which I love in Good Girl Blush, because it makes it quite like creamy, but not in a sweet way, and smooth, I should say. Then you do get the honey. I get it on my skin, and the blossoms, like the white blossoms and the rose, definitely. I don't really get leather or vetiver or labdanum, not at all. But it's not a very summery scent. Like, for example, Delina for me is super summery. This doesn't really lean too fruity or too fresh and floral like. It's more sweet in general, and then you have a sprinkle of florals, a sprinkle of fruitiness, but it's most of all to me like a caramel, bitter almond, vanilla scent that is quite thick and heavy, so you can wear it actually in fall and winter time, I feel like. So I fell in love with it when I had the sample. I like it right now in the full bottle, but I will let it sit for a while, because this is what all of you suggest that I do with my full bottles of Middle Eastern perfume. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I will get back to you. And then I got Queen of Silk by Creed, which has been quite hyped up, at least before it got released. Like when people saw the name, the notes, they went crazy because the notes sounded so good. But I'm not too sure if it has been as hyped up as other fragrances that have been released this year. So this is a brand new release by the House of Creed. And this has the accords of floral, powdery, and sweet, with notes of, in the top, osmanthus, magnolia, and saffron; in the heart, patchouli, passion fruit, oud, and tuberose; and in the base, frankincense, bourbon vanilla, ambroxan, Chinese tune, musk, and myrrh. And what I am seeing now is that somebody else created that other than a Creed family member. This was created by Emily Bush, and she was the one who created Carmina as well, and of course a lot of other perfumes. But that's very interesting. It's very interesting. So I have tested this out, and I tested it out with my parents being present. So that's always nice to have the opinion of others as well. And the consent was that this is a super strong perfume, and I'm not sure why I sprayed it now, because this room is gonna be full of this perfume, and I'm not too sure if I'm gonna be able to smell anything but this perfume. So if you want a strong perfume, this is definitely it. This delivers. This is very interesting. It's very niche smelling to me, and it reminds me a little bit of the Oud Maracuja perfume by Maison Crivelli. This one also had the oud and this very exotic fruit. This one has oud and passion fruit as well, so it seems to be like a dream combo. And I like this take on it, because oud a lot of times is being paired up with rose, and it goes in the same direction a lot of times. And here it's something completely different. But to me, I mostly get the heart. So I get patchouli, I get the passion fruit, the oud, and the tuberose. This is what I get on the test strip and also on my skin. when I sprayed this in the morning, at night, when I went out to get something from the room, I could still smell it, and it was just on this test strip. So it's incredibly potent. It's very, very strong, projecting and also lasting. And if you want to make an impression, this is gonna do you just fine. This is very deep and floral, and it's like a mysterious scent. It reminds me of the feeling I get from Narciso Rodriguez For Her. Isn't that one also like a patchouli fragrance with musk? I feel like they have something in common, but then go into another direction. But the feeling that I get from the For Her, I get with this one as well. I told my parents this is gonna be like a perfect event scent. If you want to be smelled, if you want something potent, something mysterious, it's not like a straight up floral scent or whatever. It's very complex. Also quite unisex. To me, it's not very sweet or very woody. It pulls from different directions, and I could see men, women, whoever wearing it. And if you like patchouli, something fruity and a little bit of oud, but it's not like an super crazy animalic oud. It's a bearable oud, in my opinion. But I don't know. I grew up with oud, so I'm not too sure about that statement. But if you like the thought of that, try it out, because it is something out of the comfort zone, I would say. And the last fragrance I just received yesterday as a surprise, and this is also a brand new fragrance release by Acqua di Parma from the Blue Mediterraneo range, and this is called Mandarino di Sicilia. They have the Mandorlo di Sicilia, which I also have, and this is a brand new release, as I said, surrounding mandarins. And this has the accords of fresh green and citrus with notes of, in the top, bergamot, blood orange, lemon, and green mandarin orange. In the heart, it has petit grain and spearmint, and in the base, it has cedarwood, musk, and patchouli. And if you know me, you know I love my citrusy, happy, fresh scents, and this is exactly it. This is a scent I can wear every single day. When I received it yesterday, I immediately sprayed it because it was super hot yesterday, and I just felt like to have something refreshing would be a good idea. So I sprayed it all over me, and I got a ton of compliments, which is always a good sign. Also, because this is an eau de toilette, so it's not a beast whatsoever when it comes to longevity or sillage. But if you spray it freshly, people will smell you maybe for like, I would say maybe like 3 to 4 hours, which is quite good, especially with a citrus scent. But when it comes to the scent, it does remind me a lot of my beloved Orange Soleil by Guerlain, which is one of my favorite perfumes, also surrounding citrusy fruits and mint. So that's why I feel like these are quite comparable. But this one pulls more in a sour direction. The other one has a little bit of a vanilla sweet base. And this one, because it has the blood orange and the lemon and the bergamot, the petit grain, pulls almost in like a yuzu direction, which is a fruit I love. I love everything yuzu. And this to me smells a lot like yuzu and mint. You get a very strong, natural smelling mint note. And then not really patchouli, thank God, but maybe something woody in the base, but just slightly. The Orange Soleil in the base turns a lot more woody to me. This is so nice. This is definitely unisex as well. If you like citrusy, happy, fresh green scents, this is perfect. This is a perfect summer scent. It's simple, but yet intriguing. And if you love yuzu, you will adore this, and also minty green perfumes. So these were all of the new perfumes in my collection. Let me know if you've tried any of them. What do you think of them? And do you want me to test out any of the new releases? Also, let me know which perfumes were released just now, so I know, because sometimes you don't even know which perfumes are new to the market. Just a couple of designers are promoted heavily and others you don't really hear that much from. So please let me know, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!